So this past weekend on July 16th through the 19th, they had what you call the USATF Masters Championship. If you don't understand what the master level is, people that don't compete at the professional level can compete at the master level if you get of age, right? It starts at 25 and it goes until you die. And this weekend, it was some interesting competition. And I know we don't highlight or talk about Masters, but we got to talk about this year. Because this year was different, a lot different. For example, the 100 meters was won by Vernon Yates at 22 seconds. 22 seconds in 100 meters. The thing was, he was 91 years old. 91 years old, and he ran a 22 second 100 meter dash at 91. The sad part is, he wasn't the only one in his heat. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Mo Wise. Blame Moses for this one. In this episode, we're going to be talking about and recovering the Master Championships. I know you saw me highlight it earlier in the week, about 2 weeks ago, but now we're going to come back full circles and talk about those predictions that I had in certain different races. And I want to highlight these performances in the Master Championships because it seems like track inflation doesn't stop because you're 22 years old. Doesn't stop when you're 28. Doesn't stop in high school. But it kind of lingers over into the Master Championships. And right now, I'm flabbergasted. If y'all don't know, Master Championship happened in Geneva, Ohio. If you don't know where that's at, I didn't either. It's an hour away from any major airport. So Uber and Lyft was costly. You had to rent a car for 4 or 5 days and you're stuck in Geneva. And one of the things about Geneva that made everything kind of different is it was a fire in Canada. And a fire in Canada postponed the track and field events. It was major fires in Canada. When I say major fires in Canada, the smoke from the fires changed the air quality in a lot of major cities like Chicago, Maryland, and even Ohio, where the air index went up to 300 to 400. And if you know that with the air index or the air quality, you have to be at probably 50 to 100 to have normal air.
We begin tonight here with the breaking news. Growing concern at this hour over air quality, dangerous smoke from Canadian wildfires filling the skies across the U.S., the Midwest, and now right into the Northeast tonight. At this hour, more than 800 fires are burning in Canada alone. That smoke now making its way into the U.S. The smoke in Michigan, bridge traffic disappearing into the haze. In New York City tonight, the Statue of Liberty barely visible through the smoke.
Tonight, quality alerts now up for millions of people in more than a dozen states.
Breathing's a little bit more strained than normal.
It was reading 300 to 400, meaning that it wasn't even safe to go outside. And we're having a Master Championship with elderly people there, with mid-aged people there, with senior citizens there. And they had to run in this air. So they did what most events would do. They canceled it. They canceled it on Thursday, Friday, and they moved all the running events on Saturday. Some running events was inside, some running events were outside, based on the schedule. Which was crazy is the air was so polluted. They said it was like smoking 3 or 4 Newports if you go outside and inhale the air. Matter of fact, one of my good friends that went to the Master Championships, Andre Harrell, he couldn't even compete. He was supposed to run the finals in the 100 on Friday, and he had to go back to work. So the prelims was Thursday, the finals was supposed to be Friday in 100, but they pushed everything to Saturday. Another friend of mine couldn't even fly into Cleveland because they canceled his flight. And these are defending champions, so you can see the anxiety it caused for so many runners and so many disappointments and letdowns because of the schedule, because a lot of people couldn't make the meets, or they had to change their travel plans, or pay extra money to stay in the hotel because they had to stay longer because the meet was all thrown off. But they missed something special. They missed something crazy. And when I break these times down in different events, it's gonna blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. Tony Echols. When I say I'm speechless, Tony Echols is 42 years old. He competed in M40 to 44. And I predicted him to win the 100. And I predicted him to lose the 200. Because he had somebody in his heat called Keith Majors, who I felt that was going to win it because he won the indoor 200.
Antoine Echols. And Keith Major in 7, but it's Echols. Antoine Echols. 5 looked like Tom Gates might have slid in there for second. Goes 21:43.
Until Tony Echols ran a 21.4. 21.4 in the 200-meter dash at 42 years old. Track inflations, what are you doing to my heart? What are you doing to my mind? How does somebody at 42 years old run a 21.4? 10.7 in 100. What's crazier? What's crazier? After this 21.4 that was ran, Keith Majors, he runs 48.66 in the 400 meters. Indoor. At 40 years old. I need to calm down because I'm yelling. I'm yelling because you don't understand how insane these times are. A 42-year-old ran a 21.4. Just put that in perspective. Put that in perspective in high school and in college. Some college people are not running 21.4s. High school, I can win state in high school. He's 42. So my prediction was going good. And then I predicted Keith Majors to lose the 400 because he had somebody in his race who broke the 400 indoor record for M40s. M40 is 40 to 44. Keith Majors went 48.6. Second place was 49. 48.6 indoor, so that's like 47.6 outdoor. And you're running at 40 years old. Track inflations, you need to calm down. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if it's the spikes, it's the waters. I can't call it, but these are crazy times after the age of 40. Justin Gatlin says you still got the running bug. English Gardner says you still got the running bug.
First of all, someone said they want to come for my diamond.
Speaking of doing a little bit more, since we're on fast men and 100 meters.
English Gardner, wherever you are right now in the world, because you done left out the building, you calling me out.
I want to call out Justin Gatlin and tell him, listen, Diamond League trophy's here. I'm willing to race you for it.
Talking about you want to race me for my Diamond League trophy. I got 3. I got 2 to spare for you, but I'm going to keep mine. I'm going to keep all 3.
We'll see if we can get that race going.
How about you go to Masters Championships and call out one of their top runners in 40 to 44? Tony Echols, who went 10.79 and 21.4. Call him out. I would love to see that race. English Gardner, call out Odika Discom. Oh, she's running. She's running. She dropped the 55, but she won the 1, 2, and 4. I would love for y'all to match up. But I said all that because Master Championships blew me away. I can't cover everybody, and I apologize because there was just so many champions. But I do want to highlight some great competitors that competed this past weekend. David Gibbons, 60-year-old man, randomly runs 11.7 in the 100 meters. Randomly just casually runs 11.7 in the 100-meter dash. 11.7 will beat some middle-aged people. He's doing that at 60 years old. If you don't think that's fast, man, go out there and just time yourself in 100 and see what you run. And most likely it would not be no 11.7 if you're over the age of 45 or even over the age of 40. Hell, 35. Just randomly just go run 100 and see if you can run 11.7. This man is 60 years old running 11.71 in 100. Legendary Joetta Clark Diggs out there just having fun, just touring around, just dropping the competition, just destroying the competition, just easing through the competition. Well, she went 13.56 at 63 years old in 100 meters. 13.56 at 63 years old in the 100 meters. Ladies, I encourage you to go out there and run 100 after 35, after 40, after 45, and see if you can run 13.56. And she ran this at 63 years old. Oh, but wait, there's more. Brent Green at 52 years old went 11.2 in the 100. He went 11.2 in the 100. That is almost a 10.9. At 52 years old, 11.2? 11.2 at 52. That's crazy work. Crazy work. Y'all think Master Championship is a pushover. This is a highly competitive atmosphere and competition that a lot of people look over. But if you still got that bug, you still may not even win because there's some elite runners that's still running. I didn't even got to the 800 yet. Brian Tullis, at 52 years old, went 159. 159 in the 800. 159 at 52 years old in the 800. Think about that. Let that sink in. 159. Y'all may say, oh, that's not that fast. At 52 years old.
It is a new U.S.
52 years old.
world record for Brian Tullis.
Okay, well, if that's not fast, how about this time? A young lady named Sarah. I can't even enunciate her last name, so I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna just put it on the screen. She's 41 years old. She ran the 800 meters at 2:04.
Eclipsing the previous record.
2:04 in the 800 at 41 years old. Yeah, that's qualifying for the NCAA championships. Yeah, that's winning high school state championships. Yeah, that's competing for conference championships at 2:04. She ran it at 41 years old. Track and faces, you're out of control. Jody Shepard went 14 in the hurdles with a -4 win. He went 14 in the 110 hurdle, followed by Kenneth Ferguson almost breaking 16 with a negative win in the 110 hurdles. What? This weekend wasn't just about medals. It wasn't just about records. It was proof that greatness doesn't have expiration dates. It's proof that you can still live out your dreams. It's proof that you can still step out your comfort zone and stop worrying about what people say about you and live your life in your freedom. And what I saw this past weekend is people living in a peace, and a culture of people still getting along, fellowshipping, competing, competitive edge, that hunger, that desire to still be great at every level. Aspiration, inspiration, and being inspired to become never ends. As long as you got something to live for, live it. Because you only got one life. We only have one life to live. So why live it trying to appease and make other people happy? At some point, you got to live for your heart. You got to live for what's inside of you. Because your journey, your mission, the things that you do inspire others. All of these people who competed this past weekend on their personal Facebook, on their pages, inspired so many to encourage them to keep trying, to keep moving. At 85, at 90, at 75, you can still go out there and run a 5,000. You can still go out there and run a 3,000, the 800, the 400. Age is nothing but a number until you use it as an excuse. I commend everybody there. Everybody there this weekend was a champion, even if they didn't grab a medal. Just by you rolling out of your bed and trying, you beat 95% of the odds. Just by you waking up every day and working out, you stepped into something we call healthy living and living in your peace. And I love to see people exercising and getting out of their comfort zone and trying new things, because that speaks to you. Shout out to the USATF family, the Master family. Job well done. Sorry I couldn't cover everybody, but everybody there was champions. Y'all can go on for days and days, but it still won't serve amount of sacrifices, amount of dedication that people train all year for this very moment. I hope this video inspired you, because after Worlds in September, we got Worlds in March 2027 at the University of Florida. In Gainesville, Florida. And then they have outdoors. So if you think you still got it, if you think you still got a little speed, it's time to strap up your sneakers and do what Nike says, and just do it. Make sure y'all follow, subscribe, and share if y'all want more content when it's dealing with track and field, politics, or just even funny videos. Until next time, peace, love, and happiness, and share this video and comment. Peace out.